Reported in Kennewick yesterday, the suspect only a teenager. And a fire engulfs hay bales in Juniper Dunes, the latest in a rash of fires across our region.
And we continue to slowly warm up this week with a nice Wednesday on the way. I'll get you prepared for that in the holiday weekend ahead. My first alert weather forecast.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Good Wednesday to you. Good Wednesday, Jill.
We are getting closer to that weekend.
Oh, we are. Not that we count down to it every week.
No.
Well, maybe we kind of do, but it is midweek. The one thing you'll never hear me call midweek is the camel
Sure.
tour. I'm not a fan of that. Midweek sounds good because we're starting to move towards the weekend.
Yes.
Exactly. Another beautiful day ahead with just a little bit warmer temperatures. Let's take a look outside at our lovely Geisa Stadium Skycam. And we have another beautiful morning, maybe a little bit of clouds and haze this morning, but still we're going to see plenty of sunshine as we move along in our morning, about to get to that sunrise. And yes, a little bit of cloud coverage in our areas, especially kind of rolling through Yakima, Toppenish areas, a little bit better for the mid-Columbia, but we're going to be seeing nice conditions today and slight chance of a little bit of shower activity tomorrow. Now, we were looking at a chance today, slight chance this evening for pretty much the Ellensburg area. But other than that, looking at plenty of sunshine yet again, and we are going to be slowly warming up again. We were in the mid to lower 70s yesterday, and Monday we're in the mid to upper 70s to lower 80s today. A little bit warmer throughout our areas and more sunshine, more or less light winds, 10 mile per hour to light. We do expect to see again warming temperatures towards our holiday weekend. Should be very, very nice. And again, chance of a little bit of shower activity tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on that. All that in my full forecast, that's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
A shooting investigation is underway in Kennewick. Witnesses told police someone got out of a car in the area of West Clearwater and North Union Street and started shooting just before 1:30 yesterday afternoon. At around 3 o'clock, a 16-year-old male suspect was arrested around the 4200 block of West Albany for assault first degree. He was booked into the Juvenile Justice Center. Police say this is still an active investigation. A fire broke out near Juniper Dunes yesterday afternoon. The call for help came in just before 3:30. A pile of hay bales caught fire and quickly spread to nearby brush. Several fire agencies responded, and once it was put out, crews stayed on scene for hours to monitor the situation and make sure no hot spots remained. It's not yet known what sparked the fire. The Kennewick Fire Department responded to a house fire Monday night, the third one in just more than 24 hours. It's kept firefighters from all over the area busy in what is already proving to be an early wildfire season. Cap KVUE's Alyssa Warner tells us what fire officials are asking of you.
3 house fires in just more than 24 hours in Kennewick. This on top of responding to area wildfires and assisting other local agencies with their fire troubles. On Sunday evening, the Zintel Creek Canyon fire burned 25 to 30 acres and ignited a house fire. The house was a total loss, leaving 5 people without a place to go home to. Firefighters responded to other fire emergencies Monday, but another fire, this time at a garage on the 5700 block of Entiet Place, just before 3 p.m. Firefighters responded quickly, breaking into the garage to put out the blaze. One resident there was treated for smoke inhalation. Just before 7:30 p.m. Monday night, fire crews from Kennewick, Pasco, and Benton County Fire District 1 responded to a home on Garfield Street. Fire officials say this fire appears to have started on the back patio of the home and spread quickly through the backyard and the house. Everyone inside got out okay, but now 8 people need to find temporary housing as the fire caused too much damage. Kennewick Fire Chief Chad Michael says he wants people to think before doing any activities that could result in a fire. With our dry and windy conditions, even what appears to be a harmless activity could quickly become an emergency, not only for themselves, but for others around them. Michael also asks people who see a fire to report it immediately, as early detection is key in getting the fire under control.
The Benton County Elections Division says an effort to recall several Richland School Board members will be on the August primary ballot. A lot has happened since the board meeting last year that started the issue. Now that the Benton County Auditor's Office has certified all of the signatures, you'll have the opportunity to make your voice heard this August. 5,753 were verified for Audra Bird, 5,788 for M. Semibird, and 5,723 were verified for Carrie Williams. The three have been accused of violating the Open Public Meetings Act, violating the law by withdrawing the mask mandate, and violating district policies.
And I move that effective immediately, we vote to go to mask choice for the Richland School District throughout the school district, and that's effective immediately.
The Resist the Recall effort has remained adamant. Removing the mandate was to better students' mental health, and the mandate is not law because it wasn't written into the revised Code of Washington. The city of Yakima could see a shortfall of $7 to $8 million in the general fund in the next few years, and the Yakima Fire Department presented its proposed cuts last night. Departments that rely on the general fund, like the fire department, have been asked to make a 10% cut. Fire officials say it would mean a loss of $1.7 million for the department. Since most of their budget is for personnel, that's where they'd have to make the cut. They're currently looking at losing 12 firefighting positions.
Our options are, we have one less company running out of the busiest station in town, or, we close a fire station.
Fire officials say they are pitching City Council the idea of becoming a regional fire authority independent of the city, but it's an idea that hasn't gained traction in the past. Washington State University is cutting back, putting a temporary freeze on hiring for all current and future vacant positions in the athletics department. They're also pausing professional development and any non-essential travel. WSU President Kirk Schultz wrote to staff saying that closing out the fiscal year is going to be more challenging than originally thought. One of the problems is that Pac-12 schools are getting a lot less money, and they're still working out a deal to figure out where the games will be aired. Moving the Pac-12 headquarters went over budget, and KXLY reports WSU athletic projects also went over budget because of a lack of documentation. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office says a teen died after being thrown from a makeshift raft on the Cle Elum River. Authorities say a group of 7 people from the Moses Lake and Warden area gathered to float the river on Saturday. The raft got caught and then swamped by fast-moving water. 6 members of the group were able to get to the shore. About 2 hours later, rescue divers found a 17-year-old's body trapped under a submerged log. Authorities say he was wearing a flotation device, but the river at this time is too high and too rough for even the most experienced swimmers. We brought you a story back in March about a Yakima bookstore that was potentially closing its doors, but thanks to a new owner, it won't be. The buyer has always dreamed of owning a bookstore and decided when she saw Encore Books was closing that she would take it over. She's planning to keep the same policies about trading in books for credit and the balance on those accounts. But she's also looking forward to making changes like adding more manga books and new releases, updating the children's section, and partnering with local authors for events.
It's just been like a dream from the very beginning. I never thought it would happen this early in life, but it happened sort of naturally, and it was a blessing.
The store hours have changed, so the bookstore is closed on Saturdays, but it's open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, and Sunday, 10 to 4. The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office says the remains of a missing man out of Walla Walla County have been found. 47-year-old Guadalupe Andy Benavides was reported missing on April 20th. Yesterday morning, a red Ford truck was located in a wheat field inside a steep and remote ravine in North Walla Walla County. The truck matched the one Benavides was last seen driving. Benavides' remains were located inside. Authorities do not suspect foul play. We will return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Folks, a little bit of haze this morning, a little bit of cloud coverage, especially in the Yakima Valley, but we are looking at another beautiful day ahead as we slowly warm up towards that Memorial Day weekend. I'll have your forecast coming right up.
And the nation's top doctor is issuing an advisory on the mental health risks of social media. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer only at your local Ford dealer.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book arriving in members' mailboxes this week. It's 20 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need in lawn and garden supplies, sporting goods, and more. At Bi-Mart, our members get more value every day.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
From Cat Cave View, Apple Valley Eats.
The next time your jaws are aching for a really great seafood dinner, where would you rather be?
I'd rather be at Sea Galley. Now, isn't that a good idea? At Sea Galley, we have lobster and clam chowder and shrimp. At Sea Galley, you don't need to wait for the weekend. We offer 3 cuts of slow-roasted, juicy prime rib 7 days a week. And don't forget, we offer our all-you-can-eat salad bar. Or the Shipwreck Lounge with local beers, wines, and a variety of signature drinks. And don't forget, we've got crab legs. Come on down to Sea Galley.
So come get your crab legs tonight.
What's important to me when I look for a place to work is somewhere that shares the same morals and values that I have. What attracted me to working at McCurley is just how much they do for the community. And they do a lot for Trot, therapeutic riding of Tri-Cities, which I have a personal connection with. My son Caden, he has autism and he goes there, and I just was like, you know what, McCurley would be the best place for me to work. What I love most about what I do is I am a champion for my customers. Like, hey, I'm here to help you get into the best vehicle possible, the vehicle that works for you, and I'm gonna listen to you. Everything that you're needing, I'm gonna help you and find that for you. We care about our customers and making sure that they get into the best and safest vehicle possible. I'm Taylor Boyce, and I'm driving change at McCurley.
Find your way home and help make an impact in our community in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
It's 5:12 on this Wednesday morning. Well, a warning from the U.S. Surgeon General just in time for summer. For some kids, no school means more time online. Now, the nation's top doctor says using social media presents a profound risk of harm to them. Karen Kafa explains what in a 25-page advisory.
U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy is sounding the alarm, issuing a 25-page advisory laying out the risks of social media for kids.
I am very concerned now that social media is an important factor that is driving this youth mental health crisis.
The advisory details studies linking social media to depression and anxiety, poor sleep, online harassment, and low self-esteem.
This is a real point of concern here. When nearly half of kids are telling us that social media use makes them feel worse.
Dr. Murthy is calling for more research into the impact of social media, and he's calling on policymakers and tech companies to take action.
This is pervasive. It is everywhere. And that's why it's so important that we support parents.
The White House is doing just that, mobilizing an interagency task force to identify current and emerging risks. The task force will also develop guidelines for tracking and preventing those risks.
Over the last year, we're seeing searches like how much screen time is too much for my kids, or how do I keep my kids safe online, increased by over 200%.
Google, meanwhile, is among the tech companies that say they have developed tools to help parents, including the ability to set hard screen time limits.
Actually setting up some hard limits help enable your kids to have a chance to wind down and have restorative sleep, which is so critical for adolescent development.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
And America's deadly drug epidemic is worse than ever. Preliminary data says 2022 was the deadliest year yet in the crisis. Fentanyl is now involved in nearly 2/3 of all overdose deaths in the U.S., but the data is also suggesting there are other underlying factors driving up those deaths. For example, overdose deaths involving methamphetamine are rising at an even faster pace than those involving fentanyl. According to CDC data, nearly a third of all overdose deaths in 2021, more than 31,000, involved the drug. Well, you could consider 988 the 911 of mental care. The Suicide and Crisis Lifeline was celebrated when it launched last July, but now, nearly a year later, a survey found only about 13% of adults in the U.S. know about it. 7 in 10 said they might use it once they were told about it, but about 40% also expressed some reservations. They worried calling might result in law enforcement action, being sent to a hospital or charged for services they can't afford. Still, the hotline answered 160,000 more calls last month than it did a year ago, when it was still an 800 number. Coming up, a United States territory is under threat as a dangerous typhoon is on its way. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for this Wednesday. It's going to be a nice one, folks. Also get you ready for that holiday weekend. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
We're seeing customers come in every single day. Pros are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
We made the switch to battery-powered equipment to be ahead of the industry.
It's made in America, and I wanted something that was built here.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Real steel. Find yours.
This all-new Aria is an elegant EV.
Yeah, with 389 horsepower. And all-wheel drive.
It's beautiful.
It's a beast.
It's electric.
With an edge.
Oh, let's go with that.
Get a low $429 per month lease or get 2.99% financing for 36 months on the all-new Aria.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
It's a summer full of celebrations at Legends Casino Hotel, where the beats better have my money, up to $5,500. We're giving away over $21,000 every Thursday in June and a Beats Dream Vacation. Break out your Legends Rewards card when playing your favorite slot machine to earn entries, and you could be on your way to a tropical vacay. Plunge into the summer celebration at Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on Cap KVU. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far. A little bit more cloud coverage you can see here from our Toppenish Legends Casino Skycam. This will be moving out, but still a little bit more cloud coverage than we've been seeing, but still a beautiful morning. So again, we are continuing to slowly warm up. Light winds again today, and nice weekend is on deck. So looking forward to that holiday weekend. Hope everybody out there is getting Monday off, Memorial Day. So as we're looking at our temperatures right now, we're just a touch warmer than we have been. Lower 50s, mid to upper 40s. A little bit warmer for Yakima and Toppenish. That is thanks to those clouds in the area. So we're going to be right around our averages for pretty much all of our cities. Then as we get into tomorrow and Friday, we just start that ascent up to, looks like the apex for all of our regions will be on Saturday, but a little cooler than even we expected yesterday. But we do expect to see 80s for at least the week ahead. If not for your area, it'll be in the mid to upper 70s. So again, warmer conditions, above average conditions are on the way. But again, quite a stark contrast to what we saw last week with those record-breaking mid to upper 90s for Friday and Saturday. So on our Skywatch radar, we are free and clear from precipitation, but we do have some cloud coverage in the Yakima Valley. That will be moving on. So just want to give you a little bit of a macro look. We are looking at some low pressure systems kind of causing a barrier for all of our areas in the northwest. So it's just kind of keeping our conditions very much the same, but it is churning in a little bit of precipitation that you'll see coming tomorrow. So as we look at our futurecast, again, we have a little bit of shower activity that could break through into Ellensburg in pretty much our afternoon hours. And as we move into our overnight into tomorrow morning, we're looking very, very nice. Should be lovely. And then we'll be seeing a little bit of shower activity possible in the Cascades into the Yakima region. That is tomorrow evening. So we're keeping a close eye on that. And then as we head into Friday, we could see just a hint of shower activity as well. But again, if it does come to your area, it'll be very, very quick. Light winds this morning, and we're going to see these winds continue to be light, though slowly building up into our weekend. Looks like Saturday, Sunday, we'll be seeing 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. So a little bit of breeze for your weekend. So as we look at our highs today, we are in the mid to upper 70s, a little cooler in Ellensburg there at 73. As we move into the mid-Columbia, upper 70s to around the 80-degree mark. Again, folks, we're just a little warmer than we were yesterday. And in the Blue Mountain region, mid-70s as well. Definitely the warmest day of the week for them, pretty much for all of our areas. And we're just going to continue to warm up. Yakima, 79 tomorrow, 81 Friday, 84 Saturday. Again, Saturday looks to be our hottest day. Then we'll cool down to the lower 80s for Sunday into our next work week, including Memorial Day. And again, plenty of sunshine, especially as we get to our weekend. In the Tri-Cities area, 82 tomorrow, 85 by Friday, and then 88 by Saturday. So again, about 10 degrees cooler than we saw last Friday and Saturday, but still, folks, we are looking to be above average as we move past today into our weekend. Plenty of sunshine is on the way, just maybe a little bit of a chance of shower activity in the Yakima region in Ellensburg tomorrow evening. Other than that, folks, get ready for another nice day today and pretty much into our weekend at least.
Now to the life-threatening typhoon barreling toward the U.S. territory of Guam. The island's more than 150,000 residents have prepared for days as the area's strongest storm in decades arrives, bringing a triple threat of wind, rain, and storm surge. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
Overnight, the U.S. territory of Guam has been bracing for a direct hit from Typhoon Mawar, likely the worst storm to hit the island in decades. As the storm closed in, winds of up to 140 miles per hour were forecasted. The storm capable of hitting with the force of a Category 4 hurricane.
You want to stay in the most safe place in your house, away from windows.
Ahead of the storm, the governor issuing a mandatory evacuation of low-lying areas, telling residents to seek shelter.
I am very concerned and worried about your safety, and I want you to take these warnings seriously.
President Biden approving an emergency declaration as the military moved planes and ships away from the island. Typhoon Mawar expected to be the strongest storm to impact the island since a super typhoon hit in 2002. That storm causing $700 million in damage. Back on the mainland, just north of Houston, several storms snapping power lines and downing trees in the city of Conroe. A two-story home under construction collapsing. 2 men were killed in the collapse and 7 were injured. Family members identifying one of the 2 men killed, Brian Aguilar. His father telling our station he had just turned 21. In nearby Huntsville, storms damaged more than 20 homes. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, an enterprising young man has opened up his own business. We'll introduce you to Braden Juray next.
Craving Rock My World bold flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Here we go.
I want to prank my son.
That's a yes! The mark is here.
Oh my God! How y'all going to hell?
That's for sure.
The Prank Panel. Special preview tonight on ABC.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
Pasco Parks and Rec invites you to join in and get involved. They offer a variety of summer classes and programs for all ages, preschool to adult and everyone in between. There's a class, event, or program this summer just for you. Register, reserve, or inquire today. Join all the special events Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer all summer long. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. We're about to show you a young entrepreneur in Michigan who's making headlines by building his business one pooper scooper at a time.
9-year-old Braden Juray founded Scoop-A-Poo, a local dog waste management service originally designed to help elderly dog owners.
Juray is very official with his own business cards, flyers, and equipment. His pricing is also very straightforward. A small yard is $5. For a medium yard, it's $10. And for a big yard, it's $20.
I want to start my business because, you know how old people, they don't really get out much because they're elderly. So I wanted to help some people and help them with stuff because I know that they love the furry friends, so I just wanted to help them out. No poop's too big, no poop's too small. I'm Braden Juray and I'll scoop them all.
Was this an ad for this kid? The job has taught Juray how to earn and save money at a younger age than most. He's already saving up for big purchases like a car when he's an old man at 16. Yeah. Goodness. Well, good for him. I wish my apartment building would hire him. We could use his services.
He could go across the country helping everyone.
Well, we wish him the best, but it looks like he's got a PR firm, right? He's got his slogan and everything ready to go.
He looks like he's got it down.
Yeah, I think so. All right, folks. What we have down is our first alert weather forecast that is coming up next. I'll get you ready for your Wednesday.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, today marks 1 year since the mass shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde. The community is still grieving for the loss of so many young lives. And we're learning about the person accused of crashing a U-Haul truck into security barriers at the White House.
In today's Tech Bites, Ford has reversed its plan to do away with AM radio. After facing pressure from Congress, the company now says AM radio will remain a part of all Ford and Lincoln vehicles. Lawmakers had expressed concern about keeping emergency alerts that often sound on AM stations. Next, Amazon's largest tablet to date. The Fire Max 11 has an 11-inch screen, which Amazon says is 3 times as durable as an iPad. Its battery runs for 14 hours and can be charged in about 4. Price $230. And Peloton has new workouts designed to make it more than that bike company. Peloton is offering new subscriptions for its app, and the workouts do not require one of its machines. The company is also offering rowing for the first time and content that includes written workouts along with video demos. And those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Show summer who's boss with Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance. Shop all the top grills and outdoor essentials up to 30% off with smoke and fast shipping. And get Wayfair deals so epic, it'll feel like you're getting away with something. So take summer into your own hands and get extra outdoorsy with Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance, May 22nd through May 30th.
Wayfair, you've got just what I need.
Had enough?
No, arthritis.
Here, Aspercream arthritis.
Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods.
Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspercream.
Now's the time for cleaner indoor air with an air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. You've known us for carpet cleaning, but we've been cleaning air ducts for over 20 years. We do things the right way, cleaning your entire system. So if you need an air duct cleaning, call 1-800-STEAMER today.
The town of Uvalde remembers those who died in the mass shooting at Robb Elementary 1 year later. And FBI agents have raided the home of the man accused of crashing into White House security barriers.
We continue to slowly warm up this week with a nice Wednesday on the way. I'll get you and your family prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. We've made it to midweek. Good Wednesday there, Jill.
Yes, and to you.
Oh, I'm very. So you were telling me earlier you were building a little furniture item earlier last night.
Yeah, I had a piece of furniture that I ordered, and I started building around 2 o'clock. I'm not proud to say this, but I didn't get done until about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but you got done, right?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it IKEA?
All the pieces are there.
Was it an IKEA one or kind of like
from Wayfair?
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, hey, well done, and I hope people can accomplish something today as well. It's going to be a lovely day. Let's take a look outside at our Skycam. Look at that shot, Jill. It is just gorgeous out there, and we expect to see maybe a hint more clouds, especially in the Yakima Valley. But other than that, we're looking beautiful, and we're going to stay that way for the next couple of days. Though again, we have a slight chance of a shower or two coming on in. So there's the little bit of cloud coverage coming through Yakima and Toppenish and even extending into Prosser, but that will be moving along as we get along in our mornings and looking at nice conditions. Highs mid to upper 70s today, so we just continue to move just slightly up that temperature ladder. We could be seeing around 80-degree temperatures for the Tri-Cities, and for Walla Walla, we're seeing sunny skies and upper 70s. So dry conditions, looking at light winds, and just looking at just beautiful conditions continuing into our weekend. We're going to get more into those 80s tomorrow and by Friday, and then by Saturday, it looks to be our warmest day of the weekend. I'll get you ready for that holiday weekend. My forecast is coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Today marks 1 year since a gunman took the lives of 19 students and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. The small community has continued its journey through grief, healing, and activism. ABC's Melissa Adon shares some of their stories.
Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas is the site of one of the deadliest school shootings in American history after 19 innocent children and 2 beloved teachers were killed here last year. Since then, families have been fighting for greater transparency, accountability, and to raise the minimum legal age to buy an assault-style rifle in Texas to 21.
21! So like another kid won't go through what me and my friends went through.
10-year-old Caitlin Gonzalez, who survived the mass shooting in Uvalde, now travels the country, uniting with other survivors as they call for change.
I shouldn't have to be here speaking. I'm only 10 years old, but I am because my friends have no voice no more.
Students and teachers inside Robb Elementary spent more than an hour trapped inside their school as a lone gunman took over 2 classrooms armed with an AR-style rifle he purchased days after he turned 18. That long delay still causing agony and outrage in the community as law enforcement waited 77 minutes before they breached classrooms 111 and 112, finally killing the gunman. Inside classroom 109 was Daniel Garza.
All we heard was like gunshots. Everybody was scared. When the cops broke the window, the sun like shined in the classroom.
Daniel is among the survivors who is now in 5th grade, but the community mourns the loss of the 19 other kids who had so many hopes and dreams but won't get to realize them. 9-year-old Jackie Casares dreamed of going to Paris. Tess Mata, who at 10 years old loved the Houston Astros and playing softball. 4th grader Lexi Rubio wanted to be a lawyer and was very studious. Lexi's mom getting her artwork tattooed on her arm.
I was excited to have on me a piece of art that Lexi drew. Not many people know Lexi as an artist, but she was.
It's us, and it says, "The best mom," and "I love my mom," and by Lexi.
Plans are moving forward to demolish Robb Elementary School, according to Uvalde leaders. Officials here also say they're moving closer to finalizing a plan to get access to police records, which will show them if any law enforcement officers ought to be fired or even disciplined for their slow response to the shooting. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Uvalde, Texas.
FBI agents were seen at the Missouri home of the man who crashed a U-Haul truck near the White House. On Tuesday, a steady stream of investigators went in and out of the home in Chesterfield, just outside of St. Louis. 19-year-old Sai Kandula is in custody in Washington, D.C. He faces several charges, including threatening to kill or harm a president, vice president, or family member. And according to law enforcement, Kandula told police he wanted to kidnap and harm President Biden. Police say Kandula had a Nazi flag and praised Hitler. He's expected in federal court today. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
Look at the beauty already coming out this morning. Folks, get ready for another bit of a chilly morning, but a nice day ahead. We have nicer conditions on the way for your weekend. I'll get you ready for that. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And starting today, streaming giant Netflix is expected to crack down on account sharing.
The Jeopardy Masters finals are here.
Come at the champ, you best not miss.
Bring it. Now comes the ultimate test. That's what Jeopardy Masters play looks like.
Jeopardy Masters primetime finale event tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
If you're hurt at work, your life can go into a downward spiral.
You're injured. You can't work. Your bills are piling up.
But winning workers' compensation benefits isn't easy.
You're the underdog.
We'll fight labor and industries to get you the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630. Bothwell and Hamill.
This is how legends 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT Turbo Max pickups. Plus, get a $2,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Do you have any land that gets no use? Save some money by using an American-made power racking system. It's a more cost-effective option than a standard pole and concrete method. Invest in green energy with the pros at Solar Power Northwest. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking was proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Rick's Fencing and Decking thanks you for joining us in honoring our veterans and all who serve.
Next extra, Tom Sandoval and Raquel face the music.
I can't think of two worse people.
Last minute sequence before the Vanderpump Rules reunion.
As we started, I thought this will not go longer than 5 minutes.
Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Cap KVU.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4 cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
When enjoying the sun, remember sunscreen wears off. Reapply if you're out longer than 2 hours and after swimming. Learn more about skin cancer at yaktrynews.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care. Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KVU.
It's 5:40 on this Wednesday morning. Well, Netflix is moving forward on its banning of password sharing. And here in the U.S., it starts today. ABC's Lionel Moyes has more.
Do you love me?
I love you! The days of sharing your account with your bestie to binge Bridgerton or Stranger Things are over.
What'd you say? Say it again! I dare you to say it again!
After warning for quite some time, Netflix is officially cracking down on password sharing.
I don't like this, Christy! Wake up!
The streaming giant sending this reminder to customers that says a Netflix account is for use by one household. Everyone living in that household can use Netflix wherever they are, at home, on the go, on holiday, and take advantage of new features like transfer profile and manage access and devices.
Netflix is going to be looking at users' IP addresses to determine where they're sitting at any particular moment, not to gather geographic data for other purposes.
At one point, the company estimated 100 million people worldwide were freeloading, using someone else's password. For someone who lives outside your household, their profile can be converted to a new membership that they pay for. Or you can shell out an additional $7.99 a month to keep them on your account. Analysts have long said this could set a new standard.
Whatever Netflix decides to do, probably a lot of other services are going to emulate that in some way.
Customers wasting no time giving their take.
This is so annoying. This is horrible. This is going to make their subscribers drop, but also have their subscribers increase, because some people are just going to pay for the subscription because they're going to be like, whatever, I just need to watch Netflix. And some people are just going to be like, what Netflix, bye, like I'm out.
And Netflix told shareholders earlier this year that the crackdown has been successful in other markets and they aren't worried about people canceling. In Canada, for example, the membership base soared higher than before the crackdown as customers set up their own accounts or added a member. Well, coming up, a very special visitor made it to Pasco Middle School yesterday as the school's namesake returned to speak with the students. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Get you ready for this Wednesday and your holiday weekend that's on deck. Folks, you're watching Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade, it's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy, it's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home today in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
Fred's has Bosch dishwashers in stock and on sale. Bosch dishwashers are marked down at the Memorial Day sale.
Remodeling your kitchen? Fred's has full Bosch kitchen packages in stock.
Plus, get exclusive rebates from Fred's on Bosch kitchen packages.
Bosch makes the quietest dishwashers in America. Freestanding and counter-depth French door refrigerators and stunning industrial-style ranges. Get exclusive instant rebates on Bosch kitchen packages.
Fred's Memorial Day sale is on now. Don't miss it.
Craving Rock My World bowl flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Oh, we've made it to midweek. Hope you're having a good one so far. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful it is out there this morning. And we're going to continue to see sunshine as we move along today. A little bit more cloud coverage, especially in the Yakima area, but that'll be clearing up. We are slowly warming up towards our weekend, more or less light winds today, and that nice weekend is on deck. So let's take a look at our current temperatures, and we're just a touch warmer than we have been. And again, that cloud coverage is adding a little bit, just a little bit of more heat for Yakima and Toppenish. Yakima at this time yesterday, we were around 40 degrees. All of our areas mid to upper 40s to those lower 50s, even warmer in Ellensburg. So as we move along in our week, we are going to slowly move up the ladder in our temperatures. And again, today we should be right at or just above our average. And then looks like the hot point will be Saturday. So all of our areas should be in the 80s, if not upper 70s for Saturday. This is for the Tri-Cities. And then Tri-Cities is going to stick right in those 80s. So folks, just expect a little bit above average temperatures. So Skywatch radar, we are free and clear from precipitation, though again, a little bit more cloud coverage than we've seen, but still very nice conditions. So on our future cast, let's take a little bit more of a macro look. We have those low pressure systems that are kind of boxing everything in. That's why our weather pattern really hasn't changed for the last couple of days. So as we move along in our day, we are going to be looking at nice conditions as we get to the noon hour. Slight chance of a little bit of shower activity coming in from the north to Ellensburg and possibly even Yakima. Then as we move into tomorrow morning, free and clear, should be gorgeous. As again, we slowly warm back up tomorrow. Then we'll be seeing a chance of shower activity late in the evening hours again. And again, due to those low pressure systems just continually churning in a little bit of shower activity here and there. But if it does come to your area, especially in the Yakima Valley, it'll move along very quickly. More or less light winds this morning. We are below double digits across the board. We could see around 10-mile-per-hour winds at times, but still a little bit of breeze, but most likely you'll be seeing light winds. Will slowly build up to around 10 to 15 mile per hour winds for your weekend. So a little bit of breeze as we warm up towards Saturday and then cool down into Memorial Day and our next work week. So today, look at these highs. We are, again, slowly warming up. We were in the mid to lower 70s last couple of days. Today, mid to upper 70s, a little bit cooler in Ellensburg as per usual. In the mid-Columbia, we are right in those mid to upper 70s, a couple 80s in there. And in the Blue Mountain region, definitely our warmest day this week, mid 70s. So 7-day forecast, more sunshine than not, even more clearer skies as we get to our weekend and into Memorial Day itself. Do expect to see slowly warming temperatures towards that Saturday. Pretty much for the week ahead, we're right around that 80-degree mark, besides mid-80s for Saturday. In the Tri-Cities area, more sunshine as well, starting for your weekend, mid to, well, lower 80s pretty much for the week, besides that Saturday, where we see a little bit of a peak, and overnights will be getting up to the 60s on Friday. So if you remember, last Friday and Saturday, we were in the mid to upper 90s for many of our areas. So we are cooler than that, but we are going to be above average. We're right around our average today. Still, a very nice Wednesday is ahead. Do get ready for it. Maybe a little bit more cloud coverage, but still, beautiful conditions persist.
Thank you, Jason. Pasco Middle School had a very special visitor yesterday. In fact, it was the person the school was named after. Veteran astronaut Dr. Ellen Ochoa spoke with middle schoolers at Ochoa Middle School in a special and musical assembly. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from the middle school. And Riley, you got the chance to catch up with Dr. Ochoa as well.
Fifth visit to Ochoa Middle School, which is the first of now 7 schools across the country to be named after NASA's first Hispanic woman to go to space. And this was a very special visit that she did, an assembly where not only did she speak and inspire students, but the student orchestra performed an original song for her, Reach for the Stars. The title is based off of a quote by Dr. Ochoa, "Don't be afraid to reach for the stars." It was composed by Alan Madsen, the music teacher at the middle school. It was the very first time the song was performed in front of the student body, as well as Dr. Ochoa. She explains that Madsen was the reason that this visit happened.
Well, I was surprised, but it was a wonderful feeling. And then after it got performed last year, Mr. Madsen sent me a link so that I could, I think it was actually to a rehearsal that he had been able to record and send to me. And of course, I wanted to be able to hear it in person if it was at all possible. So he helped make that happen today.
Dr. Ochoa is a musician herself, and after the song dedicated to the astronaut, she got to play the flute with the Ochoa Band as they performed the school's fight song. That special moment is coming up. Live in Pasco with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. An amazing survival story from southwestern Washington. Rescue crews found a man in his 50s alive 5 days after he disappeared. First responders say the man had apparently gotten stuck in his car at the bottom of a ravine. He was reported missing, but as you can see, this is dense undergrowth and crews simply didn't see him. Someone actually noticed tire tracks that put rescuers on the right path.
We had a plan to take chainsaws and remove all of that brush so we could effectively rescue that person out with a rope system.
Obviously the tree cover here, there's no place to get a helicopter close, and so that was the best, flattest location where we could get the helicopter and transfer from an ambulance.
After he was rescued, he was flown by Life Flight to Peace Health Southwest in Vancouver for treatment. The firefighters say he was in no condition to answer any questions, but they want to remind people to be careful out on those long, winding roads. They could be difficult to navigate. When we come back, a baby moose gets stuck on the highway after trying to follow its mother. How the two managed to get out safely next.
The Game Show tonight.
That show grossed me out. Who wants to eat bugs? Only the stupid people. OMG.
No, don't do it. It's just too good.
Welcome to the Game Show.
Tonight on ABC.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist.
We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease the 2023 all-electric Kia EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive for just $579 per month or purchase for $53,849. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, arriving exclusively in members' mailboxes this week. Our 20-page book has store-wide savings in every department. Find what you need for spring and summer home projects, indoor and out, for less. Plus, find all the perfect gear you need in sporting goods for your next great Northwest adventure. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics.
All right, folks, let's head closer to home on this Wednesday morning. Beautiful conditions so far, but we're seeing a little bit more cloud coverage than we've been used to the last couple of days. Going to be in those let's say mid 70s for Kittitas County. Still going to be a very nice day ahead. A slight chance of a little shower activity for Ellensburg and Yakima area tonight and tomorrow evening. Look at that, almost 77s across the board, Jill. You don't often see that. So mid to upper 70s for the Yakima Valley. Upper 70s to lower 80s for the Mid-Columbia, and over in the Blue Mountain region, quite a bit of sunshine, and we are going to be seeing, again, kind of temperatures all over the place, upper to lower 70s. But again, folks, a nice Wednesday midweek on the way.
All right, Jason, we know that wildlife can be a little bit unpredictable.
Well, watching this show, we definitely see that a lot.
And a baby moose in British Columbia brought traffic to a standstill and provided onlookers with quite the show. Jeannie Moose has tracked the moose that stopped traffic.
Why do you always see moose on the loose where they shouldn't be? Being corralled by a couch in an Alaskan hospital. Yeah! Or munching on popcorn inside a movie theater. This time...
Come on, little calf, get over there.
It was a calf unable to follow its mom over a highway divider.
Couldn't or wouldn't? What do you think?
Couldn't. Well, calf looked like about a week old.
Truck driver Rodney Pierre shot the scene as it played out in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. The mother kept jumping over the barrier as if to show her baby what to do. But no matter how many times she demonstrated,
jump, jump, oh,
no way. But at least these two didn't end up like Rocky and Bullwinkle. A good Samaritan stopped to help, but the mom didn't appreciate it.
You're gonna get attacked, you f***ing idiot.
The guy who got out of his car, what was his strategy?
I don't know. Looked like he was gonna pick that calf up and lift it over.
It's not uncommon for moose to slam into vehicles.